Hey, welcome back to another Cooking with Dad. I'm Dad Newland, and I'm here to cook with you some amazing homemade pasta. We're going to do two different sauces. One is going to be from a jar for the kids, and the other is going to be the puttanesca sauce, which is a fantastic sauce. So, welcome to episode 38, Cooking with Dad, Homemade Pasta. All right, so making pasta is super simple. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients that we're going to use, starting with the most important, which is flour. So we're going to start with 2.5 cups. You don't have to be precise. That's about 2. I'm going to do 2 cups. And a half of all-purpose flour. And this is going to be the well method. So we make a little volcano with our fork, and then we're going to put in 2 eggs. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then we're gonna mix it together. Don't worry, if it gets out, you can just swoop a little bit of the flour around to save it and put it right back into the middle, and we're just gonna whisk it together. Now, different chefs have different recipes and different ratios for how much of eggs or egg yolks. I know that Thomas Keller likes to put in 6 yolks with 1 egg. I don't have that many eggs. I like eggs. We have a dozen here, so I'm just using 3, but I'm doing a whole egg instead of a yolk. So once it's kind of mashed up, I'm going to add the other ingredients, which is going to be a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of milk and a pinch of salt. The salt we can do a little bit later, but we're going to do olive oil. You can see just a little bit of olive oil, just like that, and also a little bit of milk, a tablespoon to be exact. So that's about a tablespoon. And everything tastes better with salt, so we'll do a pinch of salt, and then we're gonna mix it. We are going to mix this until it goes from being a batter of mess into a dough, and then we're going to knead this dough. Now, if you're feeling lazy, you could put this all into a mixer with a hook, with a dough hook, and just run it. This is kind of a fun way to do it, so I like to use this method. You can see that it's kind of coming together. Just like that. And now, see, I have clean hands, a little bit of flour on my hands, and now I'm going to mix it with my hands, like that. The wet ingredients are getting incorporated with the dry ingredients. We're starting to create something called gluten, which is when the protein develops in flour products, and it makes all these items bind together. So now I'm just going to start working this dough. Now, it doesn't seem to be sticking together too much, which means these eggs might be a little small. So you know what I might do? Just put in another egg. Not so hard, right? It's just pasta after all. Nothing fancy, just a little pasta. The yellow eggs, if you were to use yolks, you would get really, really good yellow pasta. I'm just going to continue to knead this until it becomes a dough, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator. All right, welcome back. So now we're going to work on the sauce while the dough is hanging out and chilling out. We may not wait a whole hour because it's Friday night and we're hungry. All right, so puttanesca translates directly to the bleep sauce, because it's so easy that if, let's say, a wife was not at home and out about town and she had to run home, she could whip up a sauce. It's super easy and super fast, and the husband would have no idea that she's been out philandering for the entire day. So you can also, in my mind, make it with a lot of different things. The key thing is lots of olive oil, lots of aromatics like garlic, shallots, onions, and of course, yummy salty things. So I like to do olives, that's a big one. Capers, I love these beautiful roasted bell peppers, and I put in artichoke hearts with some diced tomatoes as well to give it some color and make it feel like a real pasta sauce. So we'll start with the garlic. We'll do a couple of cloves. I just bought this garlic. All right, the garlic, this is how I like to do garlic. I smash it, peel it, and then I'm gonna do a rough chop. Smash. See it? Just smash. Smash. See the peel? Comes off super easy. All right, great. So you can see I made this. Now before I start chopping this, olive oil. I'm gonna put this on high just for it to get hot fast, and then I'm gonna put it on medium. I don't want the garlic to get too bitter. You can see it's a good amount of olive oil. I'm gonna add lots more later. And you know you're in the Newland household when you see this. Lots of salt. We love salt. That being said, we do want everything roughly the same size so that it cooks evenly. That's why in Asian cooking, you'll see a lot of things all cut to the same size if it's for like a wok dish or something like that, which is what this is essentially. It's one large pan and we're cooking a lot of great stuff. I'm gonna show this chop. How fast? Come over here. I can, great. Okay, so I'm mixing this up. I might put in a little bit more onion or a little less. And I'm also gonna turn the heat way down to half. So now it's a medium heat. You can see the olive oil still has this really nice bright color, which is nice. So it's not hitting that smoke temperature yet, which is what we want. I'm just stirring it all together. Okay, now capers. For me, the capers are the key to the sauce. They're one of my favorite items. We're gonna put a few fresh capers in at the end. Then we have these amazing red peppers. Oh, they're so good. We gotta get an opener for this. Out of the refrigerator. You can see it hasn't been that long. We couldn't wait. The kids are hungry. There's the dough. There's leftover flour so that it won't stick. We're gonna wash it anyway. You can see it's a little tacky, but it feels good. And now this amazing device that I have here, we're gonna set it up. So check this out. KitchenAid, Pia and I got it for our wedding gift, and we've had it for the last 18 years. This is a pasta attachment that I bought, which is the best part of this KitchenAid, although you can tell I really love this KitchenAid. Anyway, you just attach it like so, tighten it up, and when you turn it on, make sure it's locked. It's locked good. When you turn it on, it rolls. All right? So now we're gonna roll some pasta. Here it is. So I just sliced it off, and now I'm gonna smush it, and we're just gonna feed it through. Make sure that it's on the lowest you have, and it's on 1. So it's opened as much as it can be opened, and we're just gonna feed this dough through. Just like that. Fold it, smush it like it's a little envelope, and we're gonna feed it through. Then we're gonna take it, fold, fold, just like a little envelope. Feed it through. Here it is. Fold, fold, push, push, push. Fix it. Feed it through. It's still only on 1. All right, how's it look? Does it look so much better than the first time? So much better, right? Push, push, push. Clean it up a little. So it's like a little, see how it looks like a little envelope? Just to make pasta. You can tell, can you tell how much more consistent and beautiful it is? So we didn't need to really knead it that much. No pun intended. This is really doing all the work, this guy right here. All right, so I think that at this point, we're ready. So now I'm gonna go ahead and click it onto 2. Now the 2 wheels are closer together, and we can start the flattening. I ran it through 2 twice. Now I'm at 3. I'm going to run it through 3 at least twice. If you feel it, it almost feels like a piece of leather. It's pretty amazing. Now I'm going to go to 4. Each time that I go up, you can see it's going to get a little bit longer too. But so far so good. It's keeping its shape. I'm doing an okay job. We don't have to go all the way up to 10 because we might want a thicker dough. Do you want spaghetti, Jagger, or linguine? Linguine should be a little bit thicker and toothsome. So we're not going to go all the way up. It doesn't need to be an angel hair pasta. See how much longer it is? But it's not sticking together. I'm actually pretty happy with this. Until I mess it up. Look at that. How good does that look? I'm going to do one more. We're at 5. That's perfect. Look at that. That looks good. That's perfect. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. So then I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to hang it like this right here. We are going to cut the rest. We cut after we flatten. So I'm going to flatten and then cut. Go back to 1.
20 minutes later.
All right, wasn't that fun? So we've rolled out the pasta. It's nice and flat. Now we're gonna cut it to linguine size. We're also gonna cut these pieces in half. But first I'm gonna change out this piece. Just unscrew here. And then we want the linguine. It only has 2 options. This is spaghetti. You can see it's very thin. And the other option is linguine. You can see it's a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna swap this out, tighten it up. And when you are cutting, you need to go a little bit faster than usual. The other thing is that we need to cut this. Cut this. So cut it right in the middle. Perfect. Okay, ready? And I want to catch it in a bowl. Watch. It goes a little bit faster. Not that much. Okay. Ready? Cut. Ah. Thank you. Much better. You see that? Good. Ready? And in. Next. You got to cut it really very perpendicular. So the kids only like the book. only like the butter with pasta. You like it one way. So we have this beautiful Kerrygold butter, and we're just gonna put the fresh pasta with a little bit of pasta water and mix it together. I know it sounds crazy, but it truly is a delicious way to try the pasta all by itself. Here we go.
What tool is that?
This is a pasta spoon. Come on. Tongs are better. All right, I'm gonna have to use tongs. Hold on. You can see that pasta takes no time at all to cook.